So today, we're going to get into the psychology of being the strong one. You know the person I'm talking about, the one everyone leans on, the one who just seems to handle absolutely everything, and usually in silence. But what's the secret cost of all that strength?
Let's just start with a quick question. Have you ever felt like a weird sense of guilt when someone tries to take care of you? Or have you ever caught yourself saying sorry just for needing a minute to rest? If any of that sounds familiar, you are definitely in the right place. And this quote, wow, it just captures the whole feeling perfectly, doesn't it? It's not really about being self-reliant. It's about getting so good at handling your own stuff that your needs just become totally invisible, even to yourself. You're the person telling everyone, I'm fine, I'm fine. But on the inside, you are just running on fumes. So, where does a pattern like this even come from? Well, it almost never starts in adulthood. The roots of this kind of quiet strength, they're almost always planted way back in our childhood. Let's dig into that origin story. You see, for so many people, being strong wasn't some kind of choice, it was a necessity. When you're a kid and you have to manage adult-sized problems all by yourself, you learn really fast to put your own feelings on the back burner, just to keep things from falling apart. And there's actually a psychological term for this. It's called parentification. It's basically when a child has to become the emotional caretaker for their family or their environment long before they're actually equipped to handle that. They essentially become the little adult in the room. Now, this isn't just a mindset thing. It happens on a deep biological level. It's not a personality flaw. It's a survival adaptation. Your brain literally rewired itself to handle all that pressure by pushing your own needs down. It learned that to be safe, you had to be the responsible one. Okay, so you have this adaptation from when you were a kid, but what happens when you grow up? It doesn't just go away. It comes with a pretty heavy price tag. And it ends up shaping everything from your relationships to how you handle stress to whether you can even let yourself rest. You can draw a straight line from the past to the present. The kid who learned they had to suppress their needs, they become the adult who really struggles to trust that it's okay to accept support. And the child who had to be the mature one, they grow into an adult who feels this wave of guilt anytime someone tries to take care of them. And this affects our relationships in a huge way. When you grow up feeling like your needs are just an inconvenience, you can develop this deep-seated fear of being seen as temporary or disposable. And to fight that feeling, you might fall into this trap of trying to make yourself irreplaceable. You overgive your time, your energy, your support, because somewhere along the way, you learned that love feels conditional on how useful you are. And the physical toll, it's immense. Your nervous system is basically stuck on high alert. For you, calm and quiet might have meant trouble was brewing, so now rest itself can feel dangerous. It's why you might feel so anxious when you have nothing to do, or why being the center of attention, like on your birthday, can feel so weird and overwhelming. Your brain is wired to believe that staying low-key is what keeps you safe. Okay, so after hearing all of that, it might sound a little bleak. But here's where we make the most important turn. This is not a story about what's wrong with you. This is actually a story about your incredible, incredible resilience. I mean, just think about this. Your strength was never a choice. It was a requirement for your survival. It is a testament to everything you were able to endure. And just recognizing that, truly getting it, is the first, most powerful step toward changing the whole pattern. This whole adaptation creates this really fascinating paradox. We can call it split maturity. On the outside, everyone sees you as wise, capable, and just unbelievably responsible. But on the inside, those core emotional needs from your childhood were never really met, leaving a part of you feeling, well, kind of unfulfilled and confused. So, what do we do with all this information? Well, the path forward isn't about trying to get rid of your strength. It's about finally giving yourself permission to rest and to bring all the parts of you that got left behind back into the picture. The process really boils down to 3 key shifts in how you think. First, start seeing the pattern for what it is, an adaptation, not your identity. Second, you have to redefine what healing means. Rest is a sign of discipline, not weakness or failure. And third, and this is the big one, you have to start internalizing that your value is not tied to your productivity. You are valuable just because you are. Period. And this all brings us to this really powerful truth. Healing isn't about becoming weak or dismantling your strength. It's about adding to it. It's about learning that you have earned the right to be cared for, to have needs, and to finally
truly rest. So I'll just leave you with this final thought to kind of chew on. Just imagine, for a second, all of the energy you spend holding everything together for everyone else. What incredible, amazing things could you build for yourself if you just allowed yourself to set some of that weight down?